Welcome to Samwell Worldwide. Most people don't avoid writing a book because they can't. They avoid it because they're afraid of what they'll find if they slow down long enough to listen. Most people think writing a book is about becoming an author, about sales, about shelves, about validation. It isn't. Writing a book is one of the most honest conversations you will ever have with yourself. Because a book doesn't let you hide. When you write, you're forced to slow down your thoughts. You can't just feel things. You have to name them. You have to decide what you actually believe. Not what you repost, not what you repeat, not what sounds clever in conversation. A book asks a dangerous question. What do you really think? And then it sits there, waiting for you to answer. And most people never do. We live in a world of fragments, tweets, posts, voice notes sent and forgotten. But a book demands continuity. It demands that your ideas speak to each other, that your past self and your present self meet on the page, and they either agree or they argue. And that alone is powerful, because when you write a book, you start noticing patterns. The same pain showing up in different chapters of your life, or the same questions returning in different disguises. The same lessons you thought you'd learned, knocking again. And suddenly you realize something uncomfortable. You already know what matters to you. You've just never listened long enough to hear it clearly. A book is not a performance. It's a mirror. You don't write it because you're ready. You write it because you're not. Because clarity comes through expression, not before it. Clarity comes through expression, not before it. People ask, what if no one reads it? That question misses the entire point. You are the first reader, and you're the one who's going to change the most from it. When you write, you become your own witness. You stop gaslighting yourself. You stop pretending that things didn't hurt. You stop rushing past moments that shaped you. And there's something quietly revolutionary about that. A book also teaches patience. You can't rush it, you can't fake it, and you can't brute force meaning out of nothing. Some days you'll write a page that feels like truth. Other days, you'll delete everything and sit with the discomfort of just not knowing. And that process trains you, not just as a writer, but as a human. You learn how to stay with uncertainty, how to let thoughts mature, how to respect your own internal timing. And here's the part that nobody's going to tell you. When you finish a book, even if it never sells, even if it never leaves your hard drive, you walk differently because you have a proof. Proof that you can start something without knowing the ending. Proof that you can sit with yourself without distraction. Proof that your inner world is worth organizing, not escaping. Writing a book isn't necessarily about adding something to the world. It's about reclaiming something for yourself. Your voice, your coherence, your perspective. And hey, maybe one day someone reads it and they feel less alone. But even if that never happens, you will have already done the work. So don't ask if you're qualified to write a book. Instead ask, what do I want to leave behind for when I'm no longer here? And if that's an uncomfortable thought, that's probably where you should start your book. But just remember, you've got this. I believe in you, and I'll catch you around. With love, from Samwell.